Mr. Speaker, you can understand the Prime Minister's hope that something will crop up. But after 14 years in charge, it's clear that it's time for change. Each Thursday morning, the Leader of the House puts on a good turn. Some say it's a dress rehearsal for the following Wednesday lunchtime. Who knows? This time, it may come to pass.
I have to tell him and break it to him that it's not going to be Pims with Penny. I'm more of a pints with Penny person. But yes, I too have read that I'm to be installed, rather like a new boiler, into number 10 next week. And I have to say, Mr. Speaker, there is as much truth to these stories as there is in Labour's assurances to its business community that it isn't actually going to do the things it's been saying it's going to do and has promised its union paymasters. But let me say again, I support our Prime Minister, and I will continue to support him after this weekend and beyond, because his plan is working, and I'm going to do everything I can to ensure that Labour do not get a chance to wreck the nation again. This nation has chosen a new trajectory to protect its border, to enable growth, to trade more with the world, to strengthen its partnership with allies. Our exports are now at 2% above 2018 levels, with the fourth largest exporter overall, the largest net exporter of financial and insurance services in the world. Trade barriers have led to £15 billion uplift for UK businesses in the last 5 years, and since 2010, UK manufacturing growth is higher than any G7 nation. We are on the right path. We have to stick to it, and I don't want to give Labour the chance to unpick all we have done from Brexit to trade union reforms. The honourable gentleman asked about a general election and whether something is going to crop up. I think something is going to crop up, because whether it's pensions, the NHS, rail, tax or welfare, the Labour Party claim they are going to do one thing but are planning another, and I think the public will see through this. It is the most audacious deception since the big bad wolf donned a winceyette nightie and asked Little Red Riding Hood to admire his upper dentures. But unlike Red Riding Hood, the British people have met this wolf before, and they remember it doesn't end well. They remember how Labour disastrously ran our trains, and now we read this week that to improve efficiency, the Labour's plan is to have fewer trains. They remember MRSA-infected hospitals, and now they see the unforgivable state of the NHS in Wales, struggling with a reduced budget. It is Labour who are responsible for that. It is Labour that have cut the NHS budget. They remember Labour council tax hikes to pensioners and others on fixed incomes. It was the largest increase in their outgoings. In government, Labour doubled council tax, and in Wales they have tripled it. The British public will look at the league tables out today of councils, and they will notice the worst services are provided by Labour councils. Those with the highest tax are Labour local authorities. Those with the worst crime rates in their areas are Labour-controlled areas. And who has the lowest employment rate, the smallest pay packets, the worst NHS waiting lists in the whole of the UK? Labour-run Wales. Always. Every single time Labour are in office, every single time the British people give Labour a chance, they are worse off, poorer, less safe, more unemployed, badly served, the nation weaker. At least they are consistent, Mr. Speaker. Don't give them the chance to do it again.